Happy Monday!
That's an oxymoron.
Oh my god, the contradiction is there.
Irony at its finest. Fuck you, Monday. Let's chat the big stories of movies, games, and TV.
Hey, we've heard about cool cameos on Ghostbusters, the future of Loki, and the only woman taller than me, Gwendolyn Christie, talks about her 2 kick-ass roles in Star Wars and Game of Thrones.
Speaking of Game of Thrones, they broke the record for winning the most Emmys last night. Plus, in more TV news, a first look at Red Tornado from Supergirl.
Ooh. And in games, gravity-defying Tatars in virtual reality and the offensive card game raises some serious solid cash for scholarships for women.
Let's do this!
Gwendolyn Christie is playing the Chrome Crusader Captain Phasma in The Force Awakens and spoke out about what it was like playing a character who wears a mask the whole time. She worked closely with director J.J. Abrams about focusing on how to not overthink the role and strip back the weight of the responsibility of not only being a woman, but how to communicate things in an entirely new way since she's so covered up.
She said this was very similar to her role as Brienne of Tarth, since unlike most women on screen, the character isn't distracted about showcasing beauty. I don't think many female actors get the opportunity to play a part where they are not having to think about the way their face looks. It was great as an actor to work on your skills, that it isn't about holding your head so you look beautiful.
She's got a good thing going, so you know what? More power, girl.
Over at Disney's other property, Marvel, it seems Tom Hiddleston doesn't know when or if he will return to his popular role as Loki. In a recent interview, Hiddleston stated, "I don't know. I think I won't be able to help it if I ever play him again. I just don't know when that's gonna happen, if that's gonna happen."
I love me some Loki, but I can't help if I'm gonna play it. Let's read between the lines here. There's a dotted line there where he signed it, and it was, "Hey, Marvel, you own my soul."
Agreed. Loki is too popular for Marvel not to bring back for at least one. No, like 2 more times at least. They got Ragnarok and Infinity War, then like a 3rd time for the sequel.
Well, you know what? At the end of the day, Marvel calls the shots, and he has to say, "Yes, sir, 3 bags full, sir. I'm a good little boy." And in some Ghostbusters news, the new Paul Feig film has just finished filming and fans were surprised with a special treat.
What was that awesome surprise, Marjorie?
I'll tell you, Samuelson. It was announced that Ernie Hudson, one of the original Ghostbusters, and Annie Potts, the secretary famous for the line, "Ghostbusters, what do you want?" will make a cameo appearance in this reboot.
Hey! That's pretty neat.
Yeah.
Bill Murray will also be appearing, so fanboys rejoice!
Yay! Hey, speaking of ghosts, let's talk about The Dead, or more appropriately, the Dead or Alive video game series, otherwise known as nearly naked girls playing volleyball on the beach.
Yes, the infamous game series will be heading to the PS4 with Dead or Alive Extreme 3 Fortune, which was announced at Tokyo Game Show. That's not the biggest news, no, this game will also be compatible with the PlayStation VR.
Wow, that's an interesting game to feature on virtual reality, wouldn't you say, Sam? A particular game going in 3D, those images being wrapped around your face.
I mean, just 1 second.
What are you doing?
I'm just seeing really quick if I could pre-order the game.
What has got you so excited about volleyball? Is it the improved graphics for PlayStation 4? Is this because the game's out, spring 2016? Are you actually attracted to those women?
What? I mean, they're fake, they're not real, and first of all, these are accomplished athletes and fighters. Thank you very much. And like,
you know what, Sam? I'm judging you. Okay?
That's fine.
They haven't announced how the VR will work with the game, but keep an eye out or your penis out for it early next year. Moving on to card game news, who would have thought that the game that lets you provide the means for you to be as offensive as possible and then be rewarded if you're more disturbing and messed up than your friends would in fact be single-handedly aiding the support of women in science, technology, engineering, and maths known as STEM.
Well, Cards Against Humanity will be giving away a $500,000 scholarship trust to one woman in one of those fields to obtain an undergraduate degree. The application's open this week and the award will be given in time for the 2016 academic year. A board of 50 leading women in the STEM field, including those who work at NASA, Harvard Medical, and more, will select the winner. The money was raised from the sales of the $10 Science Expansion Pack from Cards Against Humanity, which is still on sale and still adding to the trust. Science, yo. Hey, speaking of TV shows, most of you are aware that DC and CBS have teamed up to bring Supergirl to the small screen, and she's bringing some iconic superheroes along with her. The biggest one worth mentioning is the android superhero Red Tornado, which is awesome for fans of the classic Justice League comics and the Young Justice TV show. Red has one of the most convoluted backstories in comics. Originally, there was like this tornado champion on this like other Earth who fought like a tornado tyrant, but then they built an android to impersonate him, but then the universe got rebooted and they're all like, okay, no more. Just know he's an android that sometimes thinks he's a man, or he's a man in an android's body. Now, keeping all that in mind, CBS has actually turned him into a villain who was designed by the US Army and Dr. Get This T.O. Morrow, you love it, I don't think that's great, as a super weapon. Now, this is what he looked like in the comics, and this is what he'll look like in the live action TV. Oh my God. I'm so sorry. No, it's okay. Yeah, I just wanted to vomit everywhere. I had a similar reaction. I think sometimes people paint me as a pessimist when it comes to comics and like the early announcements of the superhero variety, but I gotta be honest, He looks like a tomato.
Yeah.
He looks like a bad Power Ranger villain. He looks like Ivan Ooze's weird cousin that he even doesn't want to talk about.
I think the studio may be adding some special effects to fill in the gaps in the costume because it just looks like a competition for high school students to paint something.
I mean, most likely, yes, they're going to be adding those special effects. If that's the case, why release this photo? DC's TV universe tries to emulate other popular superhero properties, like Arrow is CW's Batman, Legends of Tomorrow is this weird answer to the Justice League. Atom is turned into their Iron Man, and I'm guessing Red Tornado will be their Vision, maybe?
Except it's like a poor man's vision. It's poor vision.
A very poor man's vision.
So we should just call him blind because it's poor vision. You didn't see that one coming? Look, you may not be a fan of the costume, but Ido Goldberg may, who knows, knock the performance out of the park.
True, Maud. Very, very true.
And finally, let's talk trending TV topics. Game of Thrones has blown it out of the park at the 67th Annual Emmy Awards last night.
They broke records. They've taken over The West Wing for winning more Emmys in one night, with 12 awards over the previous record of 9.
The highest honour it was bestowed last night was taking home the award for the Best Drama Series. This is the first time in their 5-year run that they picked up the award, even though they've been nominated for 85 Emmys since 2011. But they were previously beaten out by Breaking Bad and Mad Men, with a few tweeters voicing their opinion that the 50s drama should have won this year.
85.
Yeah, 85 times, yeah.
Game of Thrones also won Best Writer, Best Director, and Peter Dinklage won Best Supporting Actor. Nice.
This was Game of Thrones' most controversial season to date. Not only did they steer off the path of the books, but they used sexual abuse, rape, and being burnt alive to further or end the arcs of female characters, leaving some people with a bad taste in their mouth.
But 12 wins. Mother of Dragons.
That's it from us, so question time. Do you think Game of Thrones is deserving all of our love?
Do you think Tom Hiddleston is a bad liar?
Will you be picking up the science expansion for Cards Against Humanity?
Will you be sending me a pre-order link for the VR Dead or Alive game? Just saying.
What kind of vegetable do you think red tomato looks like? Oh, tornado. My bad. I'd put it in my salad.
And hey, if you need some awesome pop culture themed apparel, then you should head over to forhumanpeoples.com.
They've got phone cases, t-shirts, hoodies, backpacks, lunchboxes, laptop cases, and even tank tops for men and women.
Now, if you've never bought anything from forhumanpeoples.com before, use the code SFNERD for a one-time 10% discount off of your entire order. You're welcome.
I'm Maud Garrett.
I'm Sam Basher.
Bye. I don't know about you, but this sounds like A+ casting.
Oh, agreed.
Oh, agreed.
Agreed. Hey,
agreed.
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 Agreed. Agreed.
Agreed.
Oh, good.